Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Even Gervonta didn't walk through me. That's what Ryan Garcia has to say about Devin Haney claiming he's going to knock Ryan Garcia out, but Devin Haney trying to encourage Ryan Garcia to stand in the middle of the ring and exchange in a mash-up, crash-up type of fight. Ryan Garcia is laughing, and to be quite honest with you, a lot of boxing fans are laughing too, how Devin Haney is trying to sell us on him being a guy who has the one-hitter quitter like Gervonta Davis, or he has that equalizer that can change the tone of a fight. Now, don't get me wrong. If Devin Haney was like, I'm just here to win, I'm going to put on a master class of boxing, and whatever it takes as long as I get the victory. Cool. But when he's out here telling Ryan Garcia, I'm going to knock you out, look, Ryan Garcia is laughing at him. And Ryan Garcia has even dared Devin Haney to stand in the center of the ring and exchange with him. I think we all can agree that Devin Haney standing in the center of the ring to try to prove a point, which is a mistake he made when he fought Jorge Linares and when he fought Jojo Diaz, that's not going to work with Ryan Garcia. You can't do that. Ryan Garcia is way faster than those guys. Linares has some pop, but Ryan Garcia has the bazooka left hand and the right hand he's working on. I just think if they're standing in the middle of the ring, even if Devin Haney is somehow getting the best of Ryan, it just takes that one shot from Ryan Garcia to tranquilize Devin. Now, the thing is, when you take a look at Ryan Garcia, sitting at 24 wins, he has 20 KOs, man, the 83% KO ratio. He has a one loss by KO to Tank Davis. Now, when you take a look at that loss to Tank Davis, man, you know, Ryan was pretty much pushing the fight, and he was looking for the mash-up, crash-up. He just got hit. He just got hit by Tank, and Tank does what he normally does. When you come and you start going down here, and let's take a look at some of these names, right? And this is the problem with a lot of people. They're looking at Ryan Garcia, and they're saying, okay, Ryan, he's about to fight Devin. But let's just go to 2019. Jose Lopez, Romero Duno, Francisco Fonseca, Luke Campbell. Those names people don't really know. Luke Campbell, some say he was at the end of his career, and he had some success with the big left hand on Ryan. Emmanuel Tago, Javier Fortuna, who just looked at me like he just jumped in just to get a payday. Gervonta Davis was a threat, and Duarte was a threat. And now he's got Devin Haney. And when you look at these names, I understand people saying, well, damn, Ryan Garcia, aside of really Duarte and Gervonta, I mean, who has he really fought? I mean, you know, Luke Campbell, but he was at the end of his career. And look what he did to Ryan. My thing is this. That's a valid argument. However, that Ryan from 2019 is not the same Ryan today. Just like the Devin Haney from 2019 who was making the mistakes, he's not the same Devin Haney today. So I think for Devin to think he's going to embrace the Ryan Garcia that fought Luke Campbell, he's sadly mistaken. Same thing with Ryan, thinking he's going to embrace the Devin Haney that got bing by Linares. I think he's sadly mistaken. But I really think they're both mistaken if they think what's going to happen here this weekend is going to be an extension of the amateurs and basically a seventh amateur fight. No, both of these guys have gotten better. Both of these guys are at the top of the sport for a reason in their weight divisions, and I think he's going to show. However, I'll say this again. If Devin makes the mistake of thinking he's going to walk through Ryan Garcia, I think Devin's dad will hopefully nip that shit in the bud with the quickness. One thing you don't do is you don't chase a puncher around the ring. However, if you got a guy who doesn't going backwards, well, then his ass is in trouble. So we got to see just who can impose their will, who can control the ring, and who can make the better decision. Because this, to me, is really all about decision making. And when we're talking about decision making, there are a lot of people say, well, if that's the case, well, then Devin Haney. No, not necessarily. Just like you can't say, oh, decision making is Ryan. Not necessarily. The best fighter doesn't always win the fight. And that's an opinion that you have and I have, right? It's the fighter who boxes the best on that night. So we won't know until they actually get in the ring. But I do think it's going to be interesting because Devin Haney, I feel he's more emotional than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has said a lot of things. But this is what I don't understand. Right? With both of these guys. Are they really all about the things they're saying? Not fighting, we know they're fighters, right? But from religion, how you treat people, be an example to the kids. Because when I watch their behavior and the antics, I'm not thinking either one of them, and this is just me, an observer, I think they're both full of shit, if you ask me. But who am I to judge, right? If you ask me, neither one are a good example in any of those areas, in my opinion. But anyway, this isn't what it's about. It's about boxing, right? So when it comes to fighting, they're both great examples of what a fighter should do in the ring, and that's find a way to win. And this Saturday, we're going to see which one of them is able to figure that out and get the win and go on to the next. I got Ryan Garcia by KO within 8 rounds. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.